Are we live?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now we're live. Hello, guys. This is Jackson and Emily. We're coming to you straight from Vancouver on a Sunday, no less. So usually we do this on a Tuesday, but today, because we have these special, very special guests, that we must do it on Sunday. But oh no, we're really happy for them that they can join us today, and we've been following them for a while because every time we watch them go live, and we just feel happy for some reason.
Yes.
So that's one of the reasons we want to interview them and see how they run this business. I think each business owners run it differently, I think, and we like to. One of the reasons we interview people is to let people who are watching us following our pages to see what the real people are, how they're doing the business, right? So.
I would say that this couple, Roger and Renee, they are the happy plague. They spread out happiness and laughter wherever they go.
So let's feel some of that now. And Roger and Renee, how are you?
Hi.
Hey.
Doing well.
Hi, guys. Thank you, Jackson and Emily, for having us over on your page.
Appreciate it.
This is an honor and a privilege for sure.
And I love the comments. Wow. Appreciate it.
I think we get that a lot, though. Right?
Yeah.
It must not be the first time, huh? Yeah.
No. And we're glad about it.
Yeah.
Our contribution to the world. So we want to introduce ourselves.
So I'm Roger and
I'm Renee, and we're from Toronto. We have 2 kids under 3.5 now.
Yeah.
So we have a busy household.
Lots of energy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Inherited from their parents, for sure.
Oh gosh, they have it like it's like they're on steroids. Like their energy is on steroids, which tires us out.
Sugar,
yeah. Natural sugar.
Natural.
Yeah.
So you guys are from Toronto, and just a bit of a background and how you got into this, and what was your life situation at the time?
When did you start your own digital business?
You want to start?
Sure. So we started back in September of 2019. I was actually 3 months postpartum, so I just gave birth to our second child at that time, and I knew even when I was pregnant with our second kid that I didn't want to go back to work because as a registered nurse, I used to work full time as a registered nurse in a dental anesthesia clinic in downtown Toronto. We're an hour and a half away. So it takes us about 3 hours each day to commute back and forth, right? When that was possible before. Wow. So I knew I didn't want to go back to work because, first of all, daycare is very expensive here, and it didn't make sense for me to go back when most, if not all, my paycheck would just go towards daycare anyway. So we thought, I might as well take care of my own kids, and he fully supported me on that. I feel like that was one of our main family goals, is for us to be able to raise the kids in their early years. So. That's why we looked for, an online solution, something that I just wanted something like on the side, like something that could supplement our income here and there, that's flexible, that I could do while I was watching the kids. And when I did see this opportunity, I knew that it was going to fit our goals and our lifestyle, and we jumped in, and the rest is history. Yeah.
And the original plan was Roger would still do his full-time job, and you do this online thing, or?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So from my perspective, I doing full-time. I'm an experienced designer. That's what I was doing when Renee saw the business on the business. Long term, I was actually trying things in terms of partnering with people and trying initiatives to do full-time, to do my own business, and try to do freelance as well, because from my parents, they actually are entrepreneurs, so that kind of rubbed off on myself, and I'm a brother, so constantly looking for that. And then when Renee saw the business, it was like, wow, let's do this.
Yeah, it was at first it was like, well, I can't believe that this actually exists, right?
Yeah.
Because we've been searching for something. We just didn't know, like, we couldn't put our fingers on it, but we were
Yeah.
looking for that something that would give us, time and financial freedom. Really, that's what we wanted. Like, we didn't want something for the short term. We were looking like 20, 30 years from now, because time is your most valuable asset.
Yeah.
And I was realizing, like, working sometimes 60 hours in my 9 to 5 as a nurse, right, for the week, it was just like I was just slaving away for someone else's gain. And so I didn't really want to do that. Plus, I wanted to concentrate most of my energy in raising the kids. So this business really allowed us to do that.
And we didn't want to do any selling either, because
Oh yeah,
that was one of the biggest
no
Big one,
selling.
huh?
Yeah.
So we were just before we came on here, we were telling Jackson and Emily that we live 30 seconds away from my mom's house, and it's very convenient. But at the same time, like, I'm the type of person that I would never go and knock on their doors and ask for like sugar or something, right? Like, I just don't like that at all. So like, chasing family and friends, like, that was one of the things that I never wanted to do in a business.
Yeah.
Or knocking on their doors, or like, you have to recruit, please
Yeah.
come and join me. Like, I didn't want a business like that. We didn't want to grow our business that way.
Yeah.
And so when we found this business model, like, it was perfect for us, because there's none of that.
Yeah.
Right.
And or having to sit in front of either family or friends and try to lay out a picture, try to convince them of anything. That's not what
Like
we were looking for.
like a presentation.
Yeah, any kind of presentation at all.
Yeah.
We always say that if we're doing this kind of bugging friends and family, we'll become NFL, no friends left.
No friends.
No friends and family left, right?
Yeah.
People are scared of us and then run away and will never see us.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We were always on the other side of the what is it, on the other end of the line, where people would always come to us and present. And we would always say yes, because we feel bad, right? Like, oh, you have to turn them away, and they're friends. So we would
Trying, so, hey,
we would show up just to support, but like, they never really get anything from us either.
Yeah.
And so we just didn't want, like, we were like, Lord, please, if we ever do a business, we don't want to feel, how they feel, probably, right?
Yeah.
Which is, we're glad that we found this business.
Yeah.
Did you guys have initially have any doubts, either from your own side or from about the business, or did you say, oh, this is it, let's do this? You're like 100%, 200% jump in. What was the thought process in the beginning for you guys?
I think the only reason, I guess I mentioned this before, the only reason I had said I had no doubt about it is because of my parents before and what I've seen in terms of them. Right. So from myself, it was, okay, I see the potential completely, so let's go ahead and do it.
I see.
We have nothing else because we have seemingly two great jobs. And so if we don't do something different, we're not going to be able to change anything long term.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's his story. I saw it and I got excited at first, but then, you know how when you start to think about it more and more, and you go, oh, but what if, what if this, what if that? So I am usually the doubter in the family. I'm less like that now because of the business too.
Sure.
So I've grown in that sense, which is really like a testament to how the community is in the business. Like, it's very positive. And but yeah, at the beginning I was like, I don't know. I don't know. 49% of me was like that, but then 51% of me was like, if we don't do something now, we're gonna be here exact same year, each and every single year, we're gonna be living paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. And we felt like our hands were tied like this all the time. And with the kids, it was like, we can't be living like this, because there are memories to be made, there are experiences to be had. And so we wanted to take control of our lives per se, and not let someone like dictate what we can and can't do based on what they thought our value was, right? And with our business, it's the earning potential is uncapped. So, you can work as little or as much as you want, and then you get the results accordingly. So that's why I guess, yeah, I doubted, but then my longing for change was much larger, and we
Why?
thank God for that. Yeah.
Mm.
And it, for everything, I guess it's like you really do have to take a leap of faith because you don't know what's on the other side, right?
Mhm.
And that's why I love that we have like an info session that you can go to so you can check it out for yourself and see if it's for you. And that's exactly what we did. We investigated it. It was risk-free, right? So there was nothing to lose.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it turned out to be the thing that we were looking for. So we're so glad about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess having the strong why is really important. That like your kids and our kids, our four boys are our strong why.
Mm.
So when we first started, it's like 18 months ago, they were pretty much in their teenage years.
Right.
So we missed those the little ones when they were really young. But whenever we talk to them, ask for their feedback, they're just so happy that me and Jackson now we're staying at home full time and doing our business on our own schedule.
Nice.
Right? We have more time to be with them, although they don't want to kind of. They're in their teenage years, meaning they're in their rooms a lot of time. So they're just happy that Jackson is no longer stuck in his office like 10 hours a day because he used to.
They
work
know
together.
that we are there when they need us.
Yes.
Yeah.
That whenever.
Yeah.
That's the best. That's the best.
That's priceless. Like you can
Yeah.
actually parent your kids,
Yeah.
you know, as opposed to, because I think nowadays we always hear, you know, I want to work so hard, you know, I'm not going to see my kids because this is for them.
Mhm.
But really it's where you spend your time, right? That kind of tells you what's really important to you. And that's what I realized. It's like, if I really want to do it for them, I think the best investment is to spend time with them and be with them, when, like you said, when they need you. And so, yeah, without a 9 to 5, like, you know, you can design your life the way you want.
Yeah. So, so Renee, you're no longer working as the registered nurse, I heard.
No, so after 8 months of doing the business, so it was actually I was supposed to go back to work June 1st, but I decided not to. They were still trying to call me, but
It was epic. It was.
yeah, I
wanted to celebrate.
yeah, because it was like you know, no more commutes and no more, because I would have to get up around 5:30 in the morning to be there by like 7:30. But yeah, nothing. It was, I don't know. It was like it was a thing that I've been praying for a long time, and when it finally came, it was just like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. Yeah. So after 8 months of doing the business, we did do our part though. I mean, don't get us wrong. You know, like with any business, whether online or offline, you do have to put in the work to build it properly. But with this business, right, once you've set it up past out or like at a certain point, then everything is pretty much hands off. So it's really a blessing.
Yeah.
So how would you describe your journey of this digital business since very beginning until now? That is it very smooth or is it like a bumpy road? Then how did you push through every time when you encounter challenges?
No, there were no bumps at all.
Unlike any of us.
What are you thinking?
Man, I don't. Do you wanna answer first?
Well, no, you can go ahead first. You can go ahead.
Okay.
Ladies first.
I guess I think my biggest challenge was to push through and encourage myself, because we already know the system is there, it's tested and proven. The opportunity is, you know, like it levels the playing ground, like anyone can do the business. It was just really me, because I'm usually a very shy person, and
Really?
You don't sound like one.
yeah, no, but like even with these, right, like I really pushed myself, and I think that's the part of the growth process, I guess. But that was one of the main things that I really had to, because I'm like, I don't like social media, and, and I usually don't post like before the business. Like I would just post, you know, every once in a while, not really.
Yeah.
But now it's like
You're out there.
It's a consistent thing that you have to do, because people need to know, like, and trust you, right? And through your page. And so I had to like kind of had to get over that hurdle. And once I accepted that, I think everything went smoothly. Also, I found my purpose in it. So, because before I was like, why do I have to keep posting? And it's just my smiles or my kids. Like, no one cares. But then I realized, I can use this platform for good, right? Like, we believe in the Lord, and that's one of our our business page is our platform to to share His goodness and what He's doing in our lives. So when I made that shift in my mind, it got really easier, and now it's like so fun. It's so fun. It's like a natural thing for us to do. Also, just like patience, because we've never really built a business before. We've never had a business before, and so from an employee perspective to not owning a business right away, so very quickly, it was like, I don't know, like, where are my results kind of thing at the beginning. But then just like everything, right? Like you have to build it and you have to put in the work first. But then after that, we saw our results and it's very consistent now. So we're like, okay, it's just a part of the process, because if it was like an overnight thing, then it would be, you would question the legitimacy. But it's not. Put in the work and you will get the reward.
Yeah, like any business. It's definitely goes with it.
Yeah. We love it now, absolutely. We're at the point where we're really concentrating our efforts in helping people, how to earn online as well. So we're just showing them what we know and they're getting results. And so we're really, really happy about that.
And one of the good things is to be able to, on calls, see where people are at and then meet them there and then kind of help them start, the best way possible. That's fantastic. Very, very grateful for that.
Yeah, as because we're on business coaches now. I don't know, Emily and Jackson, if you guys are coaches there.
Yeah, awesome.
So in our community, right, like we have that privilege to like usher people in and to show them how to start in their business, and we really love that part because we get to, like you said, it's like their stories. Like you get to listen to their drives and their dreams, and it's so inspiring, and we love it. Yeah.
So this is question more for me, for us. We always like to ask couples who are doing it together at the business. Is there any secret to doing it together, or what did you learn from this, or were you always working well together? That's why you got in, or you got in because you want to get better, or what was the thought process?
I want to hear your story first.
We had so much disagreements in the beginning, and we worked our way through.
It's really a lot of we will fight over really small stuff and
stupid stuff, like the wordings and on the advertising.
we each think we're right, and then we will like work till like 2 a.m. just to agree on some little thing on our ads. So it's really stupid, but
it's really
it's good learning, man. Good learning.
Yeah. No.
So for Renee, so she found the business, saw the Coach Trina's ad first, and so we were in full support of starting the business together. Yeah. But I came in actually, was it 4 months?
3 months.
3 months in. So September, I came in December, and so when that happened, it was a work in progress to be able to work together because and work together. We would disagree on this, like you said, disagree on stuff to the way to do the ad, the way what would work, what wouldn't, the way, Raina could say things, or I could say things. It was a bump that we eventually smoothed out as we kind of, I don't know, set the importance of the business more in our minds than ourselves. Yeah,
we just chose to, I guess, work together because honestly we had no other choice. No kidding. But no, honestly, because at the beginning, like he said, I was doing the business for the first 3 months just because of his work commitments as well. And so at that point I already kind of had like a rhythm going, just working with my own self. So when he came in, it was like a huge adjustment because it's like, oh, now I have to consider your ideas too, and then now we have to compromise. Yeah. We have to compromise, and we really don't like that word, but it helps in marriage, not just in business, but in marriage and life.
Yeah.
So the other thing too that really helped us is we took kind of like an inventory of our strengths and weaknesses. I'm not very organized. I'm more of like okay, let's get this done. I got it. What's your plan? And he has his plan like written out.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's the more
Writing it down, documenting it.
Mhm.
and all that.
So
That's
I'm
what-
more like Roger, and you're more like Renee.
the reverse, yeah.
Sounds so familiar.
Yeah, there's always one.
Yeah.
of one of each. Yeah. So I think when we when we discovered each other's strengths and weaknesses, then we were able to kind of go, okay, we need more grace in this area, or
Yeah.
we need to listen to the person whose strength this is more, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think after that it flowed nicely. After there's still some bumps here and there along the way. It's not a
Yeah.
perfect life,
Yeah.
but we have fun. Like we try to be like, if it's stressing us out, or if it's not fun anymore, if we're not finding joy in it, then we take a break and
Right.
we find something else to do, and then we
Very
come,
important. Yeah.
Yeah, and-
Resting is the best thing.
Yeah.
Best thing ever.
and then we come
Yeah.
back and we have the energy again, and so we get to share that with our page, and that's what people see, I guess. Yeah.
So we often got asked about this question because people are seeing us running this business as a couple. They think it's a plus, and it is to some degree.
Yeah.
So for
Most
someone,
of
they
the
will, most of the time. You have to add that. Okay. Yeah, sure. So people are having doubts if they're coming, for example, wife or husband alone. They're just thinking that they're a lack of the other half, the support. Not that they're not supported. They are supported, but they have their other work commitments. So what do you say to them if they are, they're coming in this business on their own,
By themselves.
by themselves?
Oh, what I usually say to people is it's fine, because not unlike most places that I've worked at, one, you're gonna be the CEO of your own business, but then unlike a lot of the places that you can find around, you're gonna have supports, like a community that will support you. You have a mentor, you have a coach as well, and you can bounce ideas. When you come onto a roadblock, you can bounce ideas and get guidance, and that's like nothing else I've ever seen anywhere. So that really helps a lot. I find that really helps.
Yeah. And also too, like there are no quotas that you have to, hit. You really can do this at your own pace. So, no, if you think that you're going slow, that's okay. If that's what you can do right now, that's all right. And with the support of the community, and we share so many, like with our weekly masterminds, right? We share so many tips and tricks on how to get more organized, how to balance the workload, being single doing this business. There are a lot of single moms who do this, or single parents, university students who are, doing full load courses in university and doing this on the side. Like you can do so much with it. So don't let that be a roadblock in planning for your future, because this does pay long-term, like long-term gain, short-term pain for long-term gain.
Exactly.
Yes,
Love that.
very well said.
It is a long-term. We're gonna look at this in a long-term plan instead of it's a short-term thing.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And lastly, I think we've taken a lot of your time, but we wanted to focus again on the people who are watching us or who are still on the other side. We're in the inside, they're on the other side, and like for those people, they have they're always thinking and there are all these doubts and stuff. So for you, what advice would you give them for people who have all these things that's happening in their head and not taking action? I know at the end of the day, a lot of people say, "Oh, you gotta find your why and stuff," but because we've all been there, we came from the other side. Now we're inside, but they're not inside; they're outside.
Right, they're on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
It's hard to.
Sorry, one sec.
Do you want to? Oh, sorry. We just want to make sure that we don't
Lose
get cut
power
off
here.
Yeah. We're just gonna charge the phone.
All right, that's good.
What,
Okay.
do you have anything? I have something, but go for it.
Go ahead. I'm just thinking of something.
Yeah, I think, at this point, if you're just outside and you're just hearing about it, you don't really know what it's about. If it's for you, if it's what you've been looking for or not, I don't know. And at this point, it's like, I don't like to be put in a position like that, because you just don't know, unless you take the next step, which is to look at the info session. It's free. It's about 90 minutes. If you can't watch it live, you can watch it on a replay, on demand. You can go as much as you want. Like, you can cover as much content as you want, and really watch it at your own pace.
Yeah. True.
And then you decide if it's for you, because you can tell right away if this is something that you've been looking for or not. So, and at that point, if you're interested, then you take the next step, and it's all risk-free. So it really is a no-brainer. Like, you have nothing to lose if you check it out. Yeah. Because I couldn't, like, when I watched the info session, I think I contacted my mentor when I found her ad at 10:30 at night, and then she directed me to the replay, and I watched it until 12 o'clock, and I couldn't sleep after, because I just knew that we've been praying for a solution for a long time, and after I watched the info session, I knew this was the one.
This is the one.
Yeah. There were doubts, but this is the way to iron out your doubts and to put it aside. If it's a yes, then it's a yes. If it's a no, then you put it in that box. But at least you explored it fully, right? As opposed to just saying, "Oh, that's not for me," but you don't even know what it is yet. So, yeah, that's why the info session is there, so that you can know if this is opportunity for you.
Yeah, it'll likely be very, very clear, and that's the kind of the same thing to say. But there's also in doing your own due diligence, exploring fully, there is the group also that you would have to be in and explore that as well. Yeah. Completely completely risk-free. Exactly. So yeah, doing your due diligence and seeing, because like Renee said, it's either you will or you won't. There's no in between there. There's absolutely no in between. So
yeah. And oh my gosh, we just had one person, actually, she reached out to us April of last year. Okay. And then so we were like, okay, this is how you can check it out. This is the link to the info session. And then she never checked it out. So then when we had our very last go live, I think it was last week. Yeah. She saw it and she was like, "Hey, I want to look at that info session." Like, what is it? April? I don't know how many months that is. Like 9 months after, right? So we're like, okay. And I never did a follow-up, because in this business, which we really love, you don't need to follow up. It's not a sales people, they come when they're ready, right? Yeah. So they saw us again. She's like, yeah, I want to watch it. She watched it. And basically now she's like, I cannot wait to start. And I don't know. I wish I started when I contacted you in April. And I'm like, you know what? I was laughing, but I told her, you know what? This is your time. I'm glad that you're here now. And this is the beauty of the business. So we don't chase people, but you're here now and you're in, and congratulations. But she did regret it. So, don't be one of those people, because what if 9 months wasted? You could be earning. Exactly.
Building your skills, starting to grow. Right now rather than later. There's no reason to
then not now.
If not now, when?
Right. Exactly. If not now, when?
Really great. Thanks for your time and gold nuggets, and we really appreciate it. Next time, when you can travel, please do come to Vancouver and
or move out to Victoria, BC.
We'll we'll treat you to dim sum, man. We have awesome dim sum here.
Ooh,
Oh,
love
yes,
that.
we love dim sum. We're foodies. We're foodies. Yeah, yeah. Oh, we would love that. Thank you very much for your
Yeah.
time, guys.
Yeah, thanks for
this
having
was
us.
such a pleasure. Yeah.
Appreciate you, and
learning a lot from you guys.
From your email.
we love to see your success and
Yes.
continuing, and
Wish you all the best.
continue to share the joy with us. Yeah.
Happy plate.
We'll do. We'll do. Thank you.
Thanks,
you for
guys.
having us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, sorry.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.